Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Time for a fact or multiple facts to make your brain go. Here on Cinco de Mayo with Brian and Kenzie on Q101, I talked about the number of avocados, pounds of avocados that will be eaten today in the making of guacamole or just a slicing and putting on other Mexican food. And before we get there, let's make sure we're all on the same page of why we're drinking today, why you're celebrating today. I think a lot of people think it's Mexican Independence Day.
It's not.
It's not Mexican Independence Day.
That is September 16th.
Good job, Kenzie. Even though the Mexicans held off the French on that day, the Battle of Puebla. That's what we're celebrating today. The Mexican army scored an upset victory over the invading French army. How'd the French get over there? Pretty.
What, like a boat, probably?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not even easy to get to a boat from France there.
But they wanted everything at that point in time.
Yeah.
The French were very greedy.
Who knew the French were like tough army back then?
Well, they lost a bunch of wars. You don't hear a lot about French victories. You hear a lot about French defeat.
Yeah, or like just tapping out and saying, we're not going to take part in this thing and help out the world.
Ugh.
That's what they did a lot of, too.
God.
But we want Mexico? A-holes.
It's so warm there. We just wanted to move.
In fairness, it is beautiful.
What if they were just going over there to be like, hey, we'd also love to live here, and they just got attacked?
And they pulled a gun out. It's like, whoa!
Whoa.
Chill, brah. Chill. So that was a big upset victory over the invading French army at the Battle of Puebla. But the Mexicans held off the French that day, but they didn't win that war. It was about a year later, the French successfully occupied Mexico City. They didn't leave until the United States strongly pressured the French to leave a few years later. So, hey, we were the good guys in that situation, saying like, hey, why don't you get the hell out of Mexico? Go back.
Because we want to build a bunch of resorts there, and you're the way.
That's right. We want Mexico. Yeah, go back and get your croissants.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Yeah, your smelly cheese and get the hell out of there. And they did. It's kind of funny that we threatened kind of like a bully in the lunchroom, France, and they just said, hey, where we're going. We are going. Leave us alone. We leave. That's my French accent.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. It's Pepe Le Pew versus, whatever. So that's why we're celebrating today. It's not Mexican Independence Day. It's a great battle in Battle of Puebla. But actually, it's virtually ignored in Mexico this holiday. They're just like, they don't care about it. So, again, we just took that over
But
and
all
said,
the local businesses that are Mexican / just, Latin and Hispanic owned really appreciate you celebrating here.
hell yeah, because they know what us white people like to do. Give us a
Yes,
holiday and we'll
baby.
drink.
Please support.
Give a shout out to my favorite local, Cafe El Tapatio. They've got live bands all day today, and they did last night too. That's why we didn't go, because Harper is a little too loud for her little ears. So
And if you don't live downtown and you want a different suggestion, Carmina's in Elgin is one of my favorites.
there you go. Case, what do you got? Your favorite Mexican place?
I don't want to share because my favorite Mexican place sounds made up, but it's not.
Oh, I got to hear this.
But I like
If you say Taco Bell,
No. I'm not doing hack white comic jokes today.
Thank you.
That's false.
That's at the 7 o'clock hour. I'm doing all my hack Mexican material. No. I like a place called Burrito House, but nobody believes me. It's on Lawrence. I swear to God, there's a place called Burrito House.
Now, are you sure it's not Burrito Hut?
No, it's Burrito House. It's on.
Why would Hut make it better?
Yeah,
Hold
thank
on.
you.
Because
Yes.
there's multiple locations of Burrito Huts. But I've never seen a Burrito House.
No, I swear to God, it's next to the GameStop.
I'm just bummed it's not like La Casa de Burrito. That's what bummed me out.
You know where the GameStop is in the BP?
On Lawrence. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a place called Burrito House. I swear to God.
Wow, giving them some props today. And I assume it's good.
I love it. They've got steak quesadillas there. I'm all about it.
Wait, you go to Burrito House for quesadillas?
Yeah, the burritos are awfully complicated. There's a lot going on there. I just prefer to go steak quesadilla.
What's complicated? Too many things in there?
Too many things. I don't know what has
What did you
beans
eat
in
at my son's birthday party?
Jarritos. I drank
Did
a
you
lot.
have any food?
Well, what was the food there?
You had the churros.
Oh my God, I had a churro for the first time. Those are awesome. We should be having churros every day.
Yeah.
Why aren't churros at more places? I'm never presented with the option of having a churro.
Which one did you get? Because they're all stuffed with different flavors.
Was there a strawberry?
Yeah.
There was.
I had a strawberry. I
Yeah.
smoked it like a cigar. It's awesome. There's a photo
Coolest
of me.
you've ever felt.
Yeah, I felt like a member of the Rat Pack.
Well, if this show does anything, in the rest of his existence is making to normalize churros at every holiday.
That's what I'm saying. Why is there not like a Christmas churro, a
Yeah.
Thanksgiving churro? Why are we only having churros at Kenzie's son's birthday?
Yeah. Costco used to have the dollar churros, but they got rid of them for the cookie.
This is the white man striking once
Exactly.
again.
Facts. Thank you, Kate.
That's what I've been saying.
And I got to say, it was a pretty good churro for $1.
Come on now.
It was a good churro at Costco. I miss it. The cookie's really good too, though. Don't get me wrong, but churro would have been nice. All right. So we also got to, let's do the tequila first. I didn't actually ask you guys that one, but how much tequila is drank today only, since we talked about tequila?
Now, is there a conversion to do pounds and ounces like I did with avocado?
Well, I got to say, I tried to convert liters because it's actually in liters.
Oh, crap. That's probably true.
I think there's 33 ounces in a liter. So it's 126 million liters of tequila is drank today. Only today. Holy
How many gallons is that?
Oh, how many is in a gallon? What's a liter in a gallon?
I thought that's what you looked up. You said you're trying to convert liters.
No, I converted liters to ounces.
You did ounces instead of gallons for liters?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I thought that. Let's see. A gallon is 0.26 of a liter. So about a quarter. So we're looking at about, 30-some million gallons of tequila is drank today.
Okay.
It's a lot of, just a good portion of that in Kenzie's house.
Shut up.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Somebody sounds very guilty.
Yep, it's a fact. Now, after she drinks all that tequila, we'll move on to some avocados, whether it's guacamole form or just cutting up the slicing that. I love avocado on a burger. Slice that up and put it on there. Ooh, so good.
So good.
So-
Avocados are staple in this house, baby.
How many pounds of avocados are eaten today? Kenzie said 30,000. Case pulled the Price is Right move and said 31,000. Which then Kenzie canceled him for that.
That's right.
87 million pounds of avocados eaten today only. So Case wins. Wow. Because he was 31,000.
Feels
pounds.
good. Feels very good.
Isn't it amazing that we have that many avocados available to eat?
I felt like we didn't because the price went up because we had like an issue with that for a little bit.
Yeah, there was a big issue. I don't know if the tariffs are affecting avocados either.
Probably.
Oh, God.
That feels like actually the first thing they'd come for.
First they come for your avocados, then they come for your homes. But
First my Shein. No, I can't afford anything.
And then Kenzie pointed out that there's about 3 avocados in a pound.
Yeah.
So, man, it's a hell of a lot of avocados.
How many is that?
Times 3 then, so it's
Yeah.
100 and, let's see, I'll say 9 times 3, 270 million avocados. That's just today.
Imagine the pressure. Like, you know when you have to prep for like a holiday when people are making a lot of stuff? Are people just yelling at their avocados like, grow, grow? Like, what are you ship them?
I cannot believe there's that many avocados available, not only just in general, but for a day? 270 million?
Okay, quickly, because we have to go to commercial break in just a second, but can you Google how many avocados are there? Just to get a perspective of what...
In the world?
Yeah, in the world.
How many?
Let's have 2 people Google.
Yeah, this is tough, though, because they said there's over 500 different varieties of avocado. It's not giving me a number.
God.
It's
Oh,
not
mine says, even though it's impossible to know the exact number, obviously, the global avocado production was estimated at 8.6 million metric tons in 2022, which is about 19.1 billion pounds.
Wow. And 87 million are today eaten alone? It still sounds like we're really nipping into that billion total.
Yeah.
It's 19.1 billion pounds.
But 87 million is, let's see, what is that?
I don't know,
my
Brian.
God.
Don't have an avocado today.
No, I want them all. I love them. Oh, well. Eat up, because everybody else is clearly eating up, and there's your facts to make your brain go boom. Give us a highlight of your weekend. What happened this weekend? We'd love to talk to you about it. You can test it out on us before you tell your coworkers. 312-591-8300. Call or text us. Give us a highlight of your weekend.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. This hour's Fest word is twin. TWIN. Why? Because the Minnesota Yacht Club Music Festival is in the Twin Cities. Text that to 312-591-8300. Text TWIM, your chance to go near the end of July to that festival, which features Fall Out Boy, Green Day, Sublime, 311, Hozier, and more. And you get to pick which day of Riot Fest you want to go to. So that's Blink-182 Friday, Weezer, Jack White on Saturday, Green Day on Sunday, among 88 other incredible bands. So text TWIN for your chance to win. If you already did it, don't do it again. Lauren will have chances at 11 and 2, and Brian Phillips at 5. But you can enter through all those all day long. So go ahead and do that and enter. We want you to win and join us for the party. All right. Revenge of the 5th is today, as May the 4th be with you was yesterday. Kenzie has never seen a Star Wars movie. Had plenty of opportunities over the weekend with them running on TNT and TBS and every channel. Did you watch anything, Kenzie?
No.
Okay. Still there, hasn't seen a Star Wars movie at all. So we have compiled a list of Star Wars characters and baseball players. She must guess which is which. Either a baseball player, an active baseball player.
These are all Major League Baseball players right now.
Or a Star Wars character who are all some are dead, I guess. some are not active with their lightsabers right now. All right. So Kenzie, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
So, baseball player or Star Wars character? Lars Nootbaar.
Baseball player.
That's right.
Wow.
Lars Nootbaar plays for the St. Louis Cardinals, an outfielder. Lars Nootbaar.
Lars. That's not spacey enough.
Okay. How about Xander Bogaerts? Xander.
Star Wars.
What'd you say?
Star Wars.
Star Wars is incorrect.
I thought a Bogart was one of those like fuzzy things.
A Bogart was one of those fuzzy things.
In Star Wars, those short fuzzy things like chasing people.
Those are Jawas.
I actually don't. I think she means Ewok.
I think she means Jawa.
All right, let's fight about it for the next half hour.
Can you Google a picture of a Jawa and an Ewok? In two different
I'm
tabs.
going to try to spell it. Jawa. We just put in the words. I haven't spelled it wrong because that's not what came up. Let's do it this way.
I'm just curious what you think. I bet you're
Jawa,
right.
And then what's the other one?
Ewok.
EWOK.
Okay.
We have to get there to see.
Ewok.
Ewok. You thought Xander Bogaerts was an Ewok.
I thought they were called like little Bogarts. I don't know why. I remember like that.
Yeah, I guess now looking at it, I realize the Jawa has the cloak like Obi-Wan Kenobi and the yellow eyes. So I thought they're not as hairy. So Ewok, definitely right.
Ewok.
Yeah, but Xander Bogaerts is a San Diego Padres shortstop.
Huh.
Hairy, though.
Yeah. One of the hairiest players in the league when you think about it.
Maybe that's what I was imagining running.
Dude has to shave his back. All right, Kenzie, we'll keep going here. A Star Wars character or a baseball player. Admiral Akbar.
Admiral?
Yep.
Star Wars?
Star Wars is right. Good
Yay.
job. I'm not keeping track of. She's 2 for 1,
Yeah,
right?
2 and 1.
2 and 1. Admiral Akbar was famous for saying, "It's a trap." You ever seen that meme come across, even though you don't know Star Wars?
No, but that sounded like the guy with long ears.
Long ears.
I believe she means Jar Jar Binks.
Yes, I love him.
Oh my God.
He's so funny. I like how he runs.
Proof you haven't seen a Star Wars movie, just seen short clips of him.
Very funny. I like the run.
Admiral Akbar was the foremost military commander of the Rebel Alliance, by the way, Kenzie. For future reference.
Is that good or bad?
He was a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rebel sounds bad.
I know.
Okay.
That's how they get you.
Really confusing labeling there.
All right. Baseball player or Star Wars character, Tariq Skubal.
Scooball?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did I stutter?
I think because the word ball's in his name, I'm going to go baseball player.
He's a baseball player. In fact, you can see him play the White Sox often, the Detroit Tigers pitcher, Tariq Skubal. Not a Star Wars character.
Destined to play baseball.
Yes. We have a few more here. Star Wars character or baseball player, Jango Fett. Jango Fett.
Oh, is that the fat one?
Of what?
Star Wars?
Star Wars, the fat one.
Is that the really fat one? That he's like Pizza Hut and the...
Do you want to first commit to saying it's Star Wars?
I'm going to say it's Star Wars and it's the big fat guy.
Okay, it is not. I mean, it is Star Wars. You're right on Star Wars. He's not the big fat guy. He's actually quite ripped. Got some abs.
Well, now I got to look him up. What's his name again?
Jango Fett.
He's the best bounty hunter in the Star Wars universe, Jango Fett.
Oh, is that what what is Jamie Foxx plays him?
Jamie Foxx? I think you mean Samuel L. Jackson. and no.
No, Django. No, I'm thinking of Django.
You're thinking of Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Well, this is connected somewhat.
Because he was like, never mind.
No, what did Django say, Kenzie?
No, I can't say a lot. What did Django?
Please, we'll wait before we move on.
Well, you're like the bounty hunter. The guy was like crazy.
Yep. We have more of these coming up, obviously.
Oh, he's in like a suit. How do you know he's ripped? He's got clothes on.
Because he's a bounty hunter. He's got big arms. He looks jacked.
Well, he's got a huge suit on.
Yeah, but he looks jacked, though.
Can't tell. He could be fat.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Well, we're playing the fun game with Kenzie, who is not a Star Wars fan, on Revenge of the Fifth. Are they a Major League Baseball player, active, or a Star Wars character, possibly inactive? We've gotten through 5. And she got, let's see, I think she's actually 4 out of 1.
She's 4-1 right now. She's
4-1.
doing pretty well. Better than I thought. I'll say that much. Better than I thought.
Yeah,
Thank you.
pretty good. Pretty good. Let's keep going here with a few more to finish off and see how you can do, because they might get tougher as we go along here. Star Wars character or Major League Baseball player? Mm-hmm. Bail Organa. Bail Organa.
So you're asking me a question. Bail Organa?
No, the last name is Organa.
Oh.
It's not two
Organa.
people.
Star Wars?
You said Star Wars? You're right.
Really?
It's an Alderanian politician. Not a very big character.
What's Alderania?
Alderaan is a planet, so they're a politician called an Alderanian,
Okay.
like an Earthling.
He's from Earth.
No, he's from Alderaan.
He's from Alderaan.
Is anybody in Star Wars from Earth?
No,
like
Earth.
it moved?
No.
like
They moved
Like they moved.
to the stars for the wars.
They got 2 men in a spaceship to move them.
Spaceship move. Kenzie.
We're outta here.
That's one of my favorite things you've ever said.
Well, they're all on planets. Earth is a planet.
Uh-huh.
So whatever. It's
know
not like
what?
they're just living in the stars.
I don't want to sound like I know everything, and I'm a big Star Wars nerd. So I Googled, is anyone on Star Wars from Earth? No, according to canon Star Wars lore, the humans in the Star Wars galaxy are not from Earth. They are a distinct species that evolved independently within the Star Wars universe.
Are there any actual planets that we know of in Star Wars? Like is Pluto or anything like Mars? Or is it all just made up planets? Or maybe we don't know all of space. I realize that.
Yeah, how
So,
dare you
but,
call
like,
those
that we
planets
know.
made up? How dare you?
Sorry.
Alderaan, the people of Alderaan.
By the way, do you want to tell Kenzie about the planet of Alderaan, or do you want to leave that for her to find out on her own?
Alderaan.
What are the odds of you watching Star Wars movies?
0.
If we get sidetracked too much on Alderaan,
There's a drug called Alderaan because I looked it up.
so are you sure it's not Adderall?
Maybe it's just I think maybe that's what Adderall is in Spanish.
It is Cinco de Mayo, besides Revenge of the Fifth. So people taking too much of that Alderaan out there, and they just can't sit still.
All right, moving on.
5-1, pretty good. How about Reese Huskins? Is that a Star Wars character or a baseball player?
Reese, baseball player.
It is a baseball player, even though it's weird spelling. If you saw it, it might change. It's R-H-Y-S for Reese. He plays for the Phillies.
Ain't nobody gonna live on Alderaan named Reese. Okay, you have to be something much weirder like Bale.
He could be in the rich north suburbs on Alderaan named Reese.
That's right.
He's like the frat guy on Alderaan.
Okay, here we go, Kenzie. A few more here. Baseball player or Star Wars character, Lando Calrissian.
Lando Calrissian?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a borderline. Lando Calrissian. Baseball player?
Wow, good. She got one wrong.
Oh.
Lando Calrissian, Star Wars character, a human smuggler, gambler, and entrepreneur who became Baron Administrator of Cloud City and later a general in the Rebel
Sounds
Alliance.
like my type.
Yeah. Oh, he is, because he's a smooth talker.
Oh, is he?
Played by Billy D. Williams, the actor Billy D. Williams.
AKA for a long time was the only black character in Star Wars.
But you said that. What's his face was in it?
Later.
Samuel Jackson was
Yeah.
later, a.k.a.
The other black guy in Star Wars.
There's not a... Really? They're going to act like black people can't be in space? That's so annoying.
I mean,
That's so annoying.
But there's other weird.
Is there Hispanic people there?
There actually are. Some of the aliens have like Hispanic features and accents, even though
That's
they're.
nice.
I'm just saying that they're aliens, though they're weird creatures.
Yeah, I like that. The aliens have a Hispanic. There's no undertone there. That's nice. I feel like I don't want to be in space. I'm finding out it's a very racist environment that I don't want to be part of.
I gotta just make sure I get that right. Are there any Hispanics in Star Wars? Because there is a couple.
By the way, what an insane thing to Google.
Let's see, Diego Luna, but that's the actor's name as Cassian Andor in Rogue One. Pedro Pascal.
Oh, yeah, he is in it.
He's in The Mandalorian.
He's in The Mandalorian.
He couldn't have been in an old movie.
No, he's in The Mandalorian, which is more recent, which is a side spin-off show. Oh, God. You should watch
Side of what? This is so confusing.
You should
How is
watch
there
The
a
Mandalorian.
spin-off?
There's a ton of spinoffs. That's what Disney Plus is made of.
Yeah.
It's so tiring. Is like Darth Vader in those?
In Mandalorian?
Yeah.
No.
So what's the point of that one?
As far as I know. I actually haven't caught up
Like,
on
what's
that.
the problem? Like, there's no Darth Vaders. Like, what are they fighting about?
They've got other Siths, other bad guys, and also Mandalorian, Baby Yoda. Fun.
And is that his name? I always thought the Mandalorian was the baby.
No.
All right.
Shall you even do two more?
You got two more. Let's hit them real quick.
Pedro looks good AF. Maybe I'll watch the Mandalorian.
Okay, don't get sidetracked. Baseball player or Star Wars character, Vidal Brujan.
Baseball player.
That's right. Plays for the Cubs. I figured you know that one. Does that mean she is only gotten two wrong at
She's
this
gotten
point?
two wrong, 7-2 with one more to go.
Okay, here's a final one here. Here we go. Star Wars character or baseball player,
Hit me.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought you said baseball player. Nope. Qui-Gon
Hey,
Jinn
listen,
is...
if there was somebody with the last name Jin who played baseball, I'd know about it. I'd be interested.
Congratulations, you finished 8-2.
Well done, Kenzie.
How do you spell Qui-Gon?
It's Qui-Gon.
Oh.
The Qui-Gon. I want you to try to spell Qui-Gon, and when we come
Qui-Gon.
back...
I was like, maybe there are Hispanic people in this show, huh?
All right, when we come
not
back...
attractive. I'm not sleeping with him.
With Qui-Gon Jinn?
No.
Well, I'm sure he'd sleep with you.
Thank you.
It's Brian and Kenzie.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, about 6 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and that'll be your chance at Fest. I'll get to the Minnesota Yacht Club Music Festival featuring Fall Out Boy, Green Day, Sublime, 311, Hozier, and more. And you'll qualify then. It's just for qualifying for that. You get 2 one-day passes to Riot Fest. You get to pick your day. So about 6 minutes away, we'll get to that. But in the meantime, what high-ranking Chicago official has been forced to take a leave of absence after on a flight took off all his clothes? Well, let's go to the story on WGN.
The president of the Art Institute of Chicago is on voluntary leave from the museum after an incident on a United Airlines flight last month. James Rondeau flew from Chicago to Germany on April 18th. When the plane landed in Munich, police were called after reports he had taken off his clothes. CBS News first reported this incident. A spokeswoman for the Art Institute confirms this report and issued the following statement, quote, "The Art Institute takes this very seriously and has opened an independent investigation into the incident to gather all available information. And to clarify, James will voluntarily be taking time away from the office while the investigation is completed."
Well, he did it voluntarily, so that tells me they don't need to do an investigation. I don't know why they're doing an investigation on this one because, hey.
I feel bad for him.
Why?
Because if any job allows you to get naked, it should be art. They do that all the time. It's probably like, paint me.
Wow.
Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, counterpoint. You're sitting next to this guy on the plane. He decides to be artistic, in your words. How do you handle that?
I just think I'd be like, well, he has the right job.
But what do you do when a naked man's butt is in your face?
Oh, God, if I had a nickel. Sucks.
Yep. Well, I'm telling you, you would not get a nickel on that one according to your rules there. But so, yeah, he basically took his clothes off somewhere between here and Germany when he got off the plane. And he's And by the way, they said he was naked. Like he wasn't just taking his shirt off.
Like his boxers.
Yeah. And this dude was naked. And
It is odd though. Like what striked the passion? You know.
I feel, barring the artistic side of it that you're preaching here, that it's just there's people are willing, or more people are getting naked where they shouldn't than ever before.
Where are you seeing naked people?
Oh, I saw one just on the street the other day. Just
Okay.
a totally naked guy. Ugh, men are disgusting.
I know. I've been saying this for years.
And he's just walking down Clark Street, only like a couple blocks north of Wrigley Field, where his family's going to the game. And not this weekend, but I mean, hey, you know.
Hey.
Hey, you're naked.
Hey, you know.
Like I wanted to stop and give him like a kerchief to put over the region, but I didn't have one. I didn't have anything in the car to throw to the guy.
Wow, and he was just naked.
He's just naked walking
Brian
down
threw
Clark
his clothes to him. He's naked.
And I'm naked, but at least I'm in my car naked. I don't know. Do you see naked people anywhere up in your region, Elgin there, Kenzie?
No, I haven't seen a bunch of naked people walking around, but I know what you mean. I feel like there is more stories of people getting arrested for this kind of stuff. And I just want to know, like, was he going to stay in like a nudist colony and he just like jumped the gun on his way to vacation? Like, you know, you just like can't control yourself. Like, why was he all of a sudden like all the clothes off instantly? I want to know what that investigation entails.
Just got really excited about his vacation at a nudist
Right.
beach. And
Like, what happened?
I just want to make sure every second is taken care of when I get there as me naked once I hit the beach. So I'm taking my clothes
It's kind
off.
of like when you're in track and you're waiting for the gun to go off and you stutter step like a little bit. 'Cause you're like so ready. I feel like that was him with his clothes headed to the nudist colony.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Some people said he might have just got hot.
Those planes can get stuffy.
Oh,
I
God.
was just
There's a
on
song
one.
about that.
About being hot on a plane?
And taking your clothes, being so hot you take your clothes off.
Wait, are you being serious or no? Am I missing something?
It's Nelly. Hi.
Oh, Nelly, Hot in Her. I thought specifically there was a song about taking your clothes off on a plane.
No, being so hot you need to take your clothes off, though.
Does Nelly talk about ever in that song being on a plane?
Not that I recall.
No, I think he's in the club.
Do I really need to look up the lyrics to that song?
Yes, and can you read them as Bane, please? Right before Fest, where we're going to get you an amazing opportunity to go to Minnesota Yacht Club and Riot Fest. Can you please read Nelly's Hot in Here lyrics as Bane?
Let's see here.
You know, omit any words you can't say, please.
Okay,
But
let's see.
I think most of them are fine. From what I remember.
Wow, I didn't. Okay, these are the lyrics to Nelly Hot in Here.
did
We'll
you
see.
not know the lyrics?
Not all of them, not some of these. Let's see. Should I start from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. Hot in her. So hot in. And then the song kicks in, you know?
Yeah. I thought you would start with the song kicking in and not the rapping
interlude.
ad-lib.
Well, that's what it's going. That's what it's going like. Bow, 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 bow.
So not the
If
not the
Ludacris
beat.
was on this song, you would have been already told to do something. Move! Like instantly.
Yeah. Or if it was, all I do was win. If it was Khaled. All right. So because he'd say DJ Khaled. He says his name before all that. Okay. All right, here we go. So Bane doing Hot in Her.
Yeah.
I was like, good gracious, ass bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show faces, looking for the right time to shout my steam, looking for the right time to flash them keys. Then I'm leaving, please believin', me and the rest of my heathens. Check it, got it locked at the top of the Four Seasons. Penthouse, rooftop, birds eye feedin'. No deceivin', nothing up my sleeve, no teasin'. I need you to get up on the dance floor.
Should I stop there? Or
No,
keep
get
go-
to the chorus. Come on.
I'm almost.
God.
Okay, I'm almost there.
Bane was a bad choice.
Okay. Give that man what he's asking for,
That's terrifying.
because I feel like busting loose, and I feel like touching you.
Am I going to get in trouble for saying that one?
No,
one?
you're fine. You're
Okay.
fine. Bustin' loose can mean a lot of different things.
No, but I feel like touching you.
Well, you get in trouble if you say it like that, not like Bane.
And
I feel offended.
and can't nobody stop the juice, so baby, tell me what's the use?
And here's the chorus.
It's getting hot in here. So hot. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off. It's getting hot in here.
Are you kidding? Are you trying to take Aaron or what's happening?
I'm actually getting hot reading that. Wow.
That took significantly longer than I thought.
Listen, I'm not going to speed. Bane is an accurate impersonation that I do. I'm not going to speed it up for nobody.
That's artistic integrity.
I think we have to do fast, baby. We have to pre-record it so we can speed it up next time.
It's Bane as Twista.
Yeah.
You see, you really needed to hear all of the build-up to the chorus. I couldn't just do the chorus.
That's right.
That was no good.
Come on now.
Q101 Fest. How about this? The Minnesota Yacht Club, a trip for two. It's Friday, July 18th through Sunday, July 20th. Fall Out Boy, Green Day, Sublime, 311, my faves, Hozier, and more. So text TWIN, because you see it's in the Twin Cities.
Oh, my goodness.
TWIN to 312-591-8300. So text TWIN to 312-591-8300. You'll qualify for the full trip to the Minnesota Yacht Club Music Festival. And then all qualifiers win 2 one-day tickets to Riot Fest, the best fest on earth. You get to pick your day, too, with obviously Blink-182 Friday, Weezer, Jack White Saturday, and Green Day on Sunday. A lot going on there. Text TWIN to 312-591-8300 right now for your chance to win. And when we come back, I'm going to announce the winner of the Boston Calling Music Festival. That was the qualifying prize last week during Q101's Fest. We'll get him on the phone after Avicii. It's Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.